share the slide. Okay, do you see my slideshow? Click slide vào nhóm mấy bạn. Okay. So today we have to renew. Okay, what have we learned from so far? So we renew from chapter 3. So in chapter 3 we talks about types of paragraph. Okay, types of paragraph. And this unit or chapter we will focus on 5. Okay, paragraph, descriptive paragraph, comparison paragraph, cause and effect paragraph, classification paragraph, and the last one, subject verb agreement. Okay. So and this is the learning objective. So the first one is descriptive paragraph. Okay, for descriptive paragraph, okay, I need the volunteer student to read this descriptive paragraph. Okay, the first reader is Sarat, Sang Sarat. Please read this slide.
Yes, sir.
Yes, please.
This is a descriptive paragraph. A descriptive paragraph gives a reader a visual picture of the topic. It gives a point of view about how something looks, feel, touch, smell, and sound. The writer's goal is to involve readers so that they can understand the idea or event short the text through the text. Key feature of a descriptive paragraph: 1. Descriptive. 2. Give impression, idea, or feeling about something. 3. Does not define. 4. Paint a topic for the reader. And 5. Use sensory words that appear to the five senses: hearing, touch, sign, and smell.
Okay, thank you, Sarat. So anybody, you have to remember the definition of descriptive paragraph. So if I ask you what is descriptive paragraph, so you have to refer only the reader, a visual picture of the topic, okay? And it also give a point of view about how something look, smell, taste, feel, and sound, okay? So this is the definition of the paragraph. And he also key feature how to note for the descriptive paragraph. The first one, you have to describe, give expression, idea, or feel about some things. Number 3, does not define. Number 4, paint a picture for the reader. And the last one, use 5 sensory words that appeal to the 5 senses like hearing, taste, touch, sight, and smell. Okay, so this is the key feature of descriptive paragraph and definition of paragraph. Okay, we move to next. So this one is I just give to Sripo. Please read this slideshow. Sripo.
Yeah, teacher. Descriptive paragraph can be used to do the following things. 1. Give the features, characteristics of something. 2. Give impression about something. And 3. Give feeling about something.
Okay, thank you, Sripo. So when we talk about descriptive paragraph, we can also use to do the following things. Okay, so the first one, you have to give the feature or the characteristics of the somethings. And number 2, give impression about something. And the last one, give feeling about something. So this is the characteristics, or we can say how to use the descriptive paragraph for 3 reasons. Okay, so if I ask you what are the purpose on how to use the descriptive paragraph, so you have to answer this. Okay, these 3 points, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we move to the next. We only renews. Yes. This is the example of the descriptive paragraph. Okay, no need to spend our time for you reading this because this is the example. Okay. And one more thing, this is the homework. Okay, we finished already for the descriptive paragraph. So now we just go to number 2, comparison paragraphs. This is the definition and some characteristic of comparison paragraph. So this one is I just give to King Danet. Hello, Danet, King Danet. Are you here, Danet? Okay, this one is if Danet cannot answer, so please go to Bui Kumlai. Hello, Kumlai. Hello, Kumlai. Okay, Kumlai is also cannot answer, and just go to Hun Ratsmai. Mr. Hun Ratsmai, are you here? Yes, so please read this paragraph or read this definition of comparison and some characteristic, please.
Comparison paragraph. A comparison paragraph shows the similar and or different between two people, thing or idea. A comparative paragraph has some feature. 1. Two subject. 2. Compare similarity or contrast different. 3. Similarity or different that not so obvious. 4. Point by point method or block method.
Okay, thank you, Ratsmai, for your reading this slideshow. So when we talk about comparison paragraph, we use it to show about the similarities or sometimes differences between two people, two things, or two ideas. So this is we call comparison paragraph. And we use comparison paragraph has some features. The first one, two subjects. If you want to compare people, things, and idea, you have to compare two subjects. Which one is similar and which one is different? So you have to show it. And number 2, you have to compare similarity or the contrasted differences. Sometimes two people, two things, and two ideas, sometimes they are similarities and sometimes they are contrasted differences each other. And number 3, similarity or difference that are not so obvious. So it means that if you want to compare two people, two things, and two ideas, sometimes most of those things, they are similarity and different, but they are not so obvious. Okay, they just only similarity and difference. And the last one, you can use two methods. The first one is you have to compare point by points, or you have to compare block method. Point by point method is mean that if you want to compare, for example, Ratsmai and Sarat. So you have to write the first one, you have to describe the first paragraph in Ratsmai. What does Ratsmai have? So we write in one paragraph. And the other step, the second paragraph, you can write only the Sarat paragraph. So both of them, what are similar and what are different. Okay, so this is called point by point method. But block method, you have to compare both of Ratsmai and Sarat, okay, with one paragraph. But you have to combine which one is similar and which one is different. This is called block method. Okay, yeah. So go to next. So this slide is I just give to Von Van Danet. Are you here, Danet?
Teacher, Danet internet slow, teacher.
Okay, so Satna.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, please read this.
A comparison paragraph may show the following. Number one, similarity between number three, strength and weakness of something, and number four, advantage at disadvantage of something.
Okay, very good. So when we use a comparison paragraph, you have to show the following in the 4 criteria. The first one is similar. Similar about what? Two things, between two things, two people, or two ideas. Okay? And number 2, difference between two things, two people, and two ideas. And number 3, strengths and weakness of something. You have to compare which one is which both of two things, people and idea are strong, and which one of people, things and idea are weakness of something. So you have to show, you have to compare. And the last one, you had to find which one is advantages and which one is disadvantages of something. Something we refer to people, things, and idea. Okay, so this is the characteristics, or we can say a comparison paragraph that you have to write in your paragraph. Okay. So this is the example. Okay, no need to spend our time for reading because we have many chapters. Okay, to review. Okay, so go to number 3, cause and effect paragraph. Okay, cause and effect paragraph. So this is the definition and some characteristics of cause and effect paragraph. So this one is I just give to Mr. Lumlek. Are you here, Mr. Lumlek? Hello, Mr. Lumlek. Are you here with us? Okay, so this one is I just give to Raksa. Okay, Rod Raksa. Are you here with us, Raksa? Okay, I just give to you Cầm Liêng nhé. You Cầm Liêng.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Cầm Liêng, please.
Yes, sir. Of course, effect paragraph explain the reason that certain action or event occurs, or the result, effect, or consequences as an action. The most common cause effect paragraph follow one as the 2 pattern below.
Okay.
Result or cause as an action or event. Focus on cause method or result or effect as an action or event. Focus on effect method.
Okay, thank you, Cầm Liêng. Yes, thank you. So when we talk about cause and effects paragraph, they want you to explain the reasons that a certain action or event occurs, or the result, effects, or consequences of an action. We can say in short, when we talk about cause and effect paragraph, just only explain the reason. When we talk about cause, we refer to the result. When we talk about effect, when we talk about cause, we refer to the reason. When we talk about effect, we refer to the result. Okay, so this is the cause effect paragraph. So in here, there are 2 kinds or 2 patterns of cause and effects paragraph. What you have to talk about reasons. So you have to talk about your cause of action or event. We focus on causes methods. For example, you can say that in the future, you want to be a teacher. a teacher, or sometimes the businesswoman and businessman. This is the cause or effect. I ask you, this is the cause or effect. You set your goal, you want to be a businessman or woman. So this is a cause or effect.
Cause.
Cause. Which one is just say effect? So in here, when you talk about you want to be a business woman or man, so this is we call result. But what it costs behind that, you want to be a businessman or woman, you have to study hard. You have to study hard. This is the cost. But what is the reason that you want? What is the reason that you have to study hard? Because you want to be a businesswoman or businessman. So businesswoman and businessman, this is we call result. But when you have to study hard, this is the reason. You get it? What I mean? តោះចំណុចហ្នឹងអូននិយាយថាអូនចង់ខ្លាយទៅជាអ្នកចំនួនប្រុសឬក៏អ្នកចំនួនស្រីអូននិយាយចឹងអញ្ចឹងអាហ្នឹងគ្រាន់តែបងអូនដៅ result របស់បងអូនទេប៉ុន្តែនៅខាងក្រោយហ្នឹងធ្វើម៉េចបានបងអូនទៅដល់ business woman businessman ហ្នឹងគឺបងអូនត្រូវកំណត់មូលហេតុហេតុផលសិនមែនទេហេតុផលរបស់បងអូនគឺបងអូនត្រូវ study hard មែនទេ study hard ហ្នឹងបានលទ្ធផលចុចហុចមកឲ្យគឺ result. Okay. So in here, we can say in short, when you talk about cause, it means reason. When you talk about effect, it means that result of an action or event. Okay, so this is the cause and effect paragraph. Okay, we move to the next. This is the example of cause and effect paragraph. Okay, and this one also just highlight her. So number 4, classification paragraph. So this is the some characteristics and some example and definition of classification paragraph. So this one is I just give to King Danet. Are you here, King Danet? Are you here with us? Okay, give to Panyapet. Okay, Panyapet. Panyapet, she is probably with us. Yes, please.
Classification paragraph. A classification paragraph separates idea into specific categories. It gives the distinguish or identifying characteristics of something through specific details and examples. A classification paragraph has the following filters. A thing begin classify different groups, a distinct category with no overlap, descriptions and identifying characteristics. A classification paragraph can be used to do the following: show the different type of categories of something and differentiate between the part of something.
Okay, so thank you, Panyapet. Yes, when we talk about a classification paragraph, you just separate, okay, two ideas to the specific category or the classes. And sometimes it gives the distinguish or identifying characteristic of something through the specific detail and example. So this is we call some characteristics or some the classification feature that you have to follow. The first one, things being classified, different group, distinct category with no overlap, description, identify the characteristic as well. Okay, and so on. So, and here this is the some reason how to use the classification paragraph. The first one to show the different types and category, and the last one differentiate between parts of some things. Okay, so this is the definition and the reason why we use the classification paragraph. This is the example. Okay, all the slideshow I just sent to you through your Telegram group already. Okay, so no need to spend for the reading for the example. Okay, the last one is subject verb agreement. Okay, subject verb agreement. This one is I just give to one Danet. Are you here, Danet? Are you coming, Danet?
Like internet, what I show.
Okay, so this one is just I give to Sraipo, Chun Sraipo. Sraipo, read again. Please.
Subject verb agreement. Normally, subject verb agreement rules for the present simple. Singular subject must agree with singular verb. Plural subject must agree with plural verb. Here are some common rules of subject verb agreement. 1. The object of prepositional phrase is not the subject of the sentence. Example: the main product of Brazil and Colombia is coffee.
Okay, very good. So this is subject verb agreement. So when you talk about subject verb agreement, mean verb and subject must be agreed together. If the subject is singular, verb must be singular. If the subject is plural, the verb must be in plural. So this is the definition of subject verb agreement. Okay. So this one is just មានបងអូនណាតបានអានទេចាសូមឡើងធៀមមកខ្ញុំអត់ចាំឈ្មោះអស់ទេចាំប្រហែលអ្នកទេលំលេខបានអានលំលេខ Are you here លំលេខ King Danet Okay, Sarat, please read this, Sarat.
Yes, sir.
Okay, please. This is King Danet. This is King Danet.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Danet, please.
The noun after there are is the subject of the sentence. Example: there are a girl here. There is a girl here. 3. Pronoun with every, some, or any are always singular. Noun with each or every are also singular. Example: every girl has her own beauty.
Okay, thank you, Danet. Thank you very much. Yes, there is, there are. Okay, there are. So after the there are, you have to plus with plural noun. And after there is, you have to plus with singular noun. Just only remember this, okay? And every, each, you have to use with singular noun. Like every girl has her own UT. So girl is the noun. So when the noun used with every or each, you have to use with singular noun. But some and any, you have to use with the plural noun. Okay, the plural noun. But some, any, we also use with the singular as well. Singular, we use some and any to use with singular with the uncountable noun in singular. Or we can say some and any we use with both plural or singular. But actually, if the noun is plural, it can be used with some and any. Sometimes some and any also used with the singular as well. Okay, singular as well. We can say like this. Okay, thank you for chapter 3. So now we just go to chapter 4. Okay, we finish chapter 3. So now go to directly for chapter 4. យើងប្រឡងម៉ោង 4 ណាបាទនៅកន្លះម៉ោងទៀតទេបាទអញ្ចឹងរឿងរំលឹករៀងលឿនបន្តិចបាទឃើញ slide ខ្ញុំនៅបងអូនឃើញ slide ខ្ញុំនៅ The chapter 4 យើងរៀនអំពី descriptive essay moving from paragraph to essay. Okay. So the first one, comparison of paragraph and essay. Okay, so this slide I just give you to Satyanin. Satyanin, please read this. Hello, Satyanin. Yes, please.
Comparison of paragraph and essay. Purpose of part include introduction, guest, reader interest, give the main idea, paragraph, topic, sentence, essay, hawk, this
Thesis statement.
Yes.
Thesis statement.
Thesis statement. Body organize the main points. Give supporting information. Conclusion or support sentence. Supporting sentence. Supporting paragraph. Conclusion. Signal the end of the writing, concluding sentence, concluding paragraph.
So number 2, go to 5 paragraph essay blueprint. Okay. So this one is I just give to Rasmai. Rasmai, please read this.
But 5 paragraph essay blueprint. An essay can have a few or 3 paragraphs or as many as 10 or more paragraphs. In their 5 paragraph essay consists of the following part. 1. Introduction paragraph. Hope connecting ideas. Text statement with point of development. 2. First body paragraph. Topic sentence supporting detail concluding transition sentence. 3. Second body paragraph. Topic sentence supporting detail concluding transition sentence. 4. Third body paragraph. Topic sentence supporting detail concluding transition sentence. 5. Conclusion paragraph. Restatement of thesis and point of development. Suggestion of what opinion or prediction.
Okay. Okay, so this one I just give to Lumlek. So Lumlek, please read this. Are you here with us, Lumlek? Okay, give to Bui Kamlai. Are you here with us, Kamlai? Hello, Kamlai. Okay, give to Sarat, Sang Sarat. Mr. Sang Sarat.
Yes, teacher.
So please read this.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, please.
Yes. Hook is a sentence or sentences that catch the reader attention at the beginning of the essay. The hook gives the reader a reason to keep reading the essay. Hook can be question, good description, quote, description, or another interesting piece of information that attracts the reader.
Yep.
This statement states the topic and give a review of how the information in the essay is presented.
Sarat andមួយទៀតមក Continue Sarat.
Yes, sir.
Continue.
Okay, slide. There are 2 types of
Thesis statement.
Statement. Thesis statement. 1. Imply.
Implies. Imply. Thesis.
Imply. This. The main point are not stated. Thesis.
Okay.
The main point are not stated. Instead, they are implied in the
thesis statement.
Example, buying a car is not as say as it sounds because there are many factors to consider. To state thesis.
Stated thesis.
The main thesis. Stated thesis. Stated thesis. The main point are clearly stated in the thesis statement. Example, buyer should keep in the mind many features when purchasing a car. Price, gas, mileage,
mileage,
and functionality.
Okay, thank you, Sarat. Thank you. So now go to number 3, essay writing process. Okay, so this one is just give to Satyanin. Yes, Satyanin, please. Are you here with us, Satyanin?
Yeah, teacher.
Okay, please read this.
They ask skip up write an essay. 1. Choose the topic. 2. Brainstorm. 3. Outline. 4. Write the first draft. 5. Get feedback from a peer. 6.
Revise.
6. Revise the first draft. 7.
Proofread.
Yes.
Proofread.
Proofread the final draft.
Okay, continue. Satyanin, continue.
That 1. Choose the topic. You can choose the topic in the couple of ways. 1. Choose something familiar. It is easy.
It is easier.
It is easier to write something you know well. 2. Choose something that you are interested in and want to learn about.
Okay, thank you. Okay, step 2, thank you, Satyanin. Step 2 to you cầm lai nhá, cầm liêng mà you cầm liêng à? Are you here with us, cầm liêng?
Yes, sir.
Yes, please read this.
Yes, sir. Step 2, brainstorm. Here are 3 technician you can try. 1. Choose down idea. Write down everything about the topic come to mind. Do not worry about grammar, spelling, or other. 2. Make a cluster diagram. Write down an idea and draw a cycle around it. Branching out from that idea through line to relate idea. 3. Free writing. Write whatever comes to your mind. Write without stopping.
Okay. No need to write this one. Okay, step 3. Thank you, cầm liêng. Step 3 to one Danet. Are you here, Danet? Are you here,
No,
Annette?
teacher. No, teacher.
Yes, yes, please start.
Teacher ក៏អត់នៅហ្នឹង
Okay, តាអូនមកតា
ចាំចូលវិញអត់បាន
Okay, តាអូនអានមកចឹង
Step 3 outline. There are several ways to write a simple outline, but many writers use the traditional outline format that include these sections. 1. Introduction paragraph with hooks, connecting information and thesis statement. 2. Body paragraph, one with topic sentence supporting details and concluding transitional sentence. 3. Body paragraph, 2 with topic sentence supporting details and concluding transitional sentence. 4. Body paragraph 3 with topic sentence supporting details and concluding transitional sentence. And 5. Conclusions paragraph with restatement of thesis and points of development, suggestions, opinions, and predictions.
Okay, thank you. Okay, step 4. Continue. Step on continue. Step 4. And បន្តទៀតនោះ
Step 4. Write the first draft. To write the first draft, you can choose to begin with the introductions and proceed of paragraph to paragraph. In fact, you do not need to start with the introductory paragraph. Some writers find it best to write a first draft on the introductory paragraph that they refine after they have completed the whole essay. Just choose the order that is easier for you.
Continue ទៀតអានទៀតមក
Step 5. Get feedback from a peer. One of the best ways to improve any piece of writing is to ask a peer to review it and offering suggestion. For example, it is a part of writing that is not clear. Is there is a vocabulary that needs to be clarified? Is there an idea that is not explained completely enough? Perhaps your peer editor will suggest adding adjective in certain places that make your writing move vivid.
Okay. And step 6.
Step 6. Revise the first draft. Every good writer revise a first draft. You feedback from your peer and instructions. The longer you wait between writing the first draft and revise your paper, the more you will be able to read the papers as a new writer and offer better feedback and change to your own papers.
Step 7.
Step 7. Proofread the final draft. After you look back at your essay, you can use simple techniques to improve the qualities and clarities of your writing, adding connections and transitions or word, phrase, and sentence. Using transitions that the following to your writings. Improve clarity, show the relationship between ideas, improve the flow of essays and connecting paragraphs.
Thank you. This is Repo, right?
Panyapa, teacher.
Okay, Panyapa, thank you, Panyapa. Okay, so go to descriptive essay organization. Okay, so this one is just give to Hun Ratsmai, Mr. Hun Ratsmai.
បាទចា
Yes, please read this.
អត់តឃើញ slide ផងចា
ឃើញ slide នៅ
បាទចាឃើញចា
Okay, please.
For descriptive essay organization, a descriptive essay tell how a subject look, sound, smell, taste, or feel. The essay should create the image in the reader mind.
Mind.
Descriptive organization. Introduction. The hook introduce
Introduces.
Introduce the object or event of description. The middle sentence provide the background and the thesis statement tell why the object or the event of description is important to the writer. That's all, teacher.
So continue this point.
The teacher.
Yes, continue.
អត់ឃើញ slide ផងចា
Internet របស់យើងលូតយឺតไหม
បាទ
ឃើញនៅ
អត់តឃើញផងចាតែ
ឃើញនៅ
នៅចាឥឡូវខ្ញុំអានតាមផ្លូវមកចា
អូខេមកមានអានមក body paragraph
ឃើញអត់តដល់ body ហ្នឹងបង
អត់អាន example ទេ example មាន body paragraph អ្នកផ្សេងឃើញទេឃើញ slide ខ្ញុំទេដល់ body paragraph ឃើញ Okay, so
body paragraph. Most of the description is in the body paragraph. Adjective and adverb make the experience more vivid. The scan is often described with preposition and prepositional phrases that specify location or position in space. Use simulate comparison to make writing more descriptive, familiar and expressive. Conclusion. The conclusion gives the writer final opinion about the description.
So go to number 5. So thank you, Rasmay. Number 5 is Lumlek. Mr. Lumlek, are you here with us?
Yeah, teacher.
Yes, please read.
Describe him with the function. In a descriptive essay, you need to use vocabularies that give the reader information as widely and clearly possible. Good writers use words that appeal to the function, sight, touch, and hearing and smell. Example: for the boy entered the room. He was very tired. By the boy entered the room and we heard the touch as his body and collapsed on the floor.
Okay, number 6, the same. Read this one, Lumlek.
Yeah, teacher. Using a preposition to describe. Prepositional phrase are important in descriptive writing. They show position, location, or direction of the object in place and time. We can also use prepositional phrase to show the manners of attitude. The prepositional phrase show the position and location. Example: the boat slowly sank with the water level until the rest on the by floor. Prepositional phrase show the direction. Example: we look the boat out to the his underwater oyster park. Prepositional phrase show time. Example: at 6 in the morning or on Monday. Prepositional phrase show the manner. He pulled back in horror.
Lumlek. Yeah, we finished chapter 4. So now we just go to chapter 5, okay? Let me share chapter 5. Okay, chapter 5. Do you see my slideshow? Do you see my slideshow or not yet? Yes. Chapter 5, we focus on comparison essay. Okay, comparison essay. So in the chapter 5, we have also conduct for your final exam. So the first one is organization of a comparison essay. So this one I just give to say Paul. Okay, chưa say Paul. Please read this. Giang nó nói cái Giang.
Dạ sir.
Okay, Giang read down ta. Okay, say Paul chăm khởi ta. Please read this.
Organization of comparison essay. A writer write comparison essay to focus on only comparison focusing on similar, only contrast focusing on different, and comparison contrast writing about both similar and different. A writer organize a comparison essay in two ways. Block method. The writer discuss the point of comparison of first and second subject separately. Point by point method, the writer discuss on one point of comparison both subject together. That's all.
So next continue, Yang.
Block method. Here is an example of outline using the block method. Title. And
Snapshots.
Snapshot of London.
1900.
1900 and 2000. Introduction. 6. Connection information.
Thesis statement.
Thesis statement through London in was
1900.
From London to 2000 in many ways important, similar, exotic in population, technology, and transportation.
Continue.
Block method. Body paragraph, subject 1. London to
London in 1900.
A point of comparison, population. B point of comparison,
2.
Technology. C point of comparison, 3. Transportation. Body paragraph, subject 2. London in 2000. A point of comparison, 1. Population. B point of comparison, 2. Technology. D point of comparison, 3. Transportation.
For conclusion.
For conclusion.
Okay. So this one is no need to read. And connect this one is also. Yes. Okay. So this one. This one is thank you, Yang. Go to slide Paul. Choose slide Paul. Please read this.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, please.
Language focus, comparative and superlative adjectives and adverbs. For one syllable adjectives and 2 syllable adjectives ending in y at ier, er, and ies, est to form the comparative and superlative forms. Exceptions include good, better than, the best, bad, worse, the worst. Examples: was down DC is cold in the winter. Boston is colder than Washington DC. Quebec City is the coldest.
Okay, continue.
Comparative and superlative of adjective and adverb. Other adjectives are protected by more and the most to form the comparative and superlative form. Example, one night is more beautiful than Rome, and Florence is the most beautiful city in Italy.
You. Hello, Sipao, please continue this slide.
Yes. One syllable adverbs follow the same rules as one syllable adjectives. Example, Rita reads fast, her brother Marcus reads faster, their mother reads the fastest.
Continue.
Adverbs that add in ly are protected by more and the most. Example, Peter tries slowly at night. Peter tries more slowly in the rain. Peter tries the most slowly in the snow.
Continue.
When the items being compared are the same, use as plus adjective or adverb plus as or the same plus noun plus as. Example, in my opinion, Chicago is as wonderful as Miami. Sylvia attends the same school as Martin.
Thank you, Sipao. Okay, this one, no, this is the rule, okay? Maybe, okay, we finished for chapter 5. So now we just go to chapter 6. Okay, chapter 6. Yeah, chapter 6, you will... Do you see my slideshow or not yet?
Yes, teacher. Teacher ឲ្យប្រឡងមក4ហើយ teacher.
យើងប្រឡងមក4 5 10មក4 5 10 Okay, fast. Okay, this one is okay, so read this one. King Danet, please read this. Hurry up. King Danet.
Teacher,
Yeah, please read this.
a cause effect essay. So it's one of the two purposes. Either it shows the effect of a thing or event, or it explains the cause of a thing or event. Cause effect essay deal with the action, result, relationship. They explain why things happen, cause and what happened as a result effect. They can be written to inform or to
Persuade.
persuade.
Okay. So no need to read this. Okay, so continue. King Danet, continue this one, please.
Cause connector. Connector introduce a clause. Use because or since to introduce a dependent clause. A dependent clause must be attached to a main clause in order to be a sentence. Remember, both dependent and main clause contain a subject and a verb. Note that when the dependent clause comes at the beginning of the sentence, is followed by a comma. When the dependent clause comes at the end of the sentence, no comma is used. Example, since because the traffic was heavy, we were late for class. We were late for class because since the traffic was heavy.
Continue.
Cause connector introduce a noun phrase. Use due to, because of, and as a result of to introduce a noun phrase. A noun phrase is formed by a noun and it's modified. For example, heavy traffic. It has no verb. When the noun phrase comes at the beginning of the sentence, it is followed by a comma. When the noun phrase comes at the end of a sentence, no comma is used. Example, due to the heavy traffic, we were late for class. We were late for class due to the heavy traffic.
Okay, thank you, King Danet. This one now, okay, finish for the chapter 6. So now just go to chapter 7, the last chapter, okay? You long mong 4-15 នាទីណា Do you see my slideshow? ឃើញ slide ខ្ញុំទេ
ឃើញលោកគ្រូ
Okay. So this is the last chapter, chapter 7, classification essay, okay? So please read this. Go to you Cầm Liêng. Are you here with us, Cầm Liêng?
Yes, teacher.
Yeah, please read this.
Classification essay organization. Wait, slide. A well-written classification essay include all the category that pertain to the main item that is beginning classified. Classification organization. 1. Introduction. The hope introduce the information to be classified. Connecting information include a general statement or statement that give a broader picture as the subject matter to be discussed. The thesis statement contain the topic and the controlling idea for the whole essay. It tells what is beginning classified and how it is beginning organized.
Okay, thank you, you Cầm Liêng. Thank you, Cầm Liêng. No need to read. Language focus. Okay. Yes, so this one just go to Bùi Cầm Lai. Are you here with us, Cầm Lai? Chia Sanh Ly. Are you here, Sanh Ly? Hello, Sanh Ly. Okay, go to Panyapek. Panyapek.
Yeah, teacher.
Yes.
The passive voice. Passive voice is used to put more emphasis on the receiver of actions. There are 4 steps of form passive voice. 1. Switch the location of the subjects and objects. Active voice. Andrea broke his new cricket bat. Passive voice. The new cricket bat was broken by Andrea.
Continue.
Add a form of the verb to be. Keep the verb tense of the original action verbs. Active verb. Active voice. Andrea broke his new cricket bat. Passive voice. The new cricket bat was broken by Andrea. 3. Change the main verbs in the active voice sentence to the past participle in the passive voice. Active voice. Andrea broke his new cricket bat. Passive voice. The new cricket bat was broken by Andrea. 4. Add the preposition by to show who performed the actions. Note: this step is used only when this information is new or important. Active voice. Andrea broke his new cricket bat. Passive voice. The new cricket bat was broken by Andrea. Example, I hit you. You are hit by me. I come to school by bus.
Okay, thank you, Panyapet. Okay, go to the adjective. Okay, adjective clause. So this one is just go to Sarat, Sang Sarat. Please read this. Hello, Sang Sarat. Yang, are you here, Yang? Say Lee. Satyanin, please Satyanin, hurry up.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, please read this slide.
Adjective clause 1. What is an adjective clause? Adjective clause is a clause that was to describe or modify a noun or pronoun. It will always be a subordinate clause. Adjective clause always begin with either a pronoun and relative pronoun. Relative pronoun who, which, that, whom, whose, why, where, when. Adjective clause answer questions that begin with which, who, when, or what kind.
So remove to next. Okay, please read this. Continue.
Example.
Types of adjective clause.
For types of adjective clause, there are two kinds of adjective clause, such as restrictive and non-restrictive. A restrictive clause is a clause that limits or restricts that noun or pronoun. It modifies. It makes that noun or pronoun more specific. Restrictive is clause have information that is essential to the meaning of the sentence.
Continue.
A non-restrictive clause does not limit the noun or pronoun. It modifies. It gives a title bit at the additional information. Non-restrictive clauses are not essential to a sentence meaning, but add a title bit. A little bit extra detail.
Example 1.
Panya who studied who students that
who studies.
Oh, sorry, teacher. Example 1. Panya who studies at AIB and live in Phnom Penh is a clever student. Example 2. Mr. Sok that says at the monetary of used to be as a teacher.
Okay, thank you, Satyanin. Thank you very much for your reading. Okay, so this is the exercise. So we finished for our renews. Okay, thank you very much for your pay attention into our renews from chapter 3. till the end of chapter 7. Okay, so thank you very much for your pay attention to your renew. Okay, thank you.